Hey everybody, what's up? This is Hold the Truth Hostage, where if the truth was so important, we wouldn't negotiate with lies. Now, this video is gonna be about the danger of trust. The danger of trust. Now, now this happened to me, not too long ago. Probably a good 5 or 7 years ago. But this is a very important video because one thing you gotta learn is that there's a danger. There's a there's a there's a danger. There's a danger in trust, man. And that danger is that a lot of people will try to monopolize your trust. Give me a minute, you know. But like I was saying, man, there's a danger in trust. You see, there's gonna be people that are gonna try to monopolize your trust, as in they're gonna try to have it that they are the most trustworthy people in your life. From a mental standpoint, they're gonna have you look at them as the most trustworthy person in their life. And the reason for this is that they're gonna try to use your trust of them and how long you've known that person to justify their betrayal of you in the present. You see, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people, man, where they're gonna try to justify their actions against you in the present by utilizing the fact that they've monopolized your trust. As in, they're gonna use the fact that they've been in your life for so long, that they've known you for so long, to justify you forgiving what they've done to you in the present. You know, what they've done to you, I forget the word when they what they've done to you with intent, with intention to harm you, you know? And what you're gonna have to do when these people try to utilize the fact that you've trusted them in the past, because there's gonna be some people that come in your life that attempt to use their past as a token for your forgiveness in the present, as in, yes, I robbed you, but we've been best friends for like 10 years, man. Come on. We could move past this. Oh yes, man. Yes, I disclosed and showcased some information that only you and me know, but you should forgive me. Come on. I've known you for over 10 years. Come on, man. Or yes, but I was there for you, man. I was there for you years ago, bro. You can't think of the past without me. So there's gonna be a lot of people, man, where they try to use the past trust you had of them as a token in the present for your forgiveness. And this even comes with relationships and so on. There's some guys that I talk to that tell me, my girl cheated on me, or this and that, she betrayed me or disrespected me, but I think she's learned her lesson and I'm ready to forgive. You got to understand, man. This is why I'm a person. I live by these laws, man. Never forget, damn near never forgive. Never forget and damn near never forgive. Never forget, never forgive. The reason You gotta understand when they keep trying to train you, yeah, forgive and forget. They keep trying to train you to actually live and accept that mantra, that motto into your life. Because when you do that, you allow someone another opportunity to rob you. And that's advertised a lot. You got to learn to forgive and you got to learn to forget. Because think about it, these rules don't just apply to you, they apply to companies too. Like there are companies, one of the most famous ones was that company that had that oil drill incident. Then they started advertising all these good times and look what we used to do for you, this and that. You got to understand, in a society we live in, anytime the mainstream advertise something, you got to forgive and forget. Why? There's a intent to to make some profit off of that. There's an economical reason. Why wouldn't a company want you to forgive and forget? That way, if they screw you, you forgot, so you're still gonna invest in them. And what you gotta learn is, man, there's gonna be a lot of people in your life, and the thing is this: you'll be able to scope them out. They're gonna have cracks in them. The cracks gonna be when they display something that goes against that trust you gave them. You know what I'm saying? They might insult you. They might disrespect you at times where it doesn't make sense to disrespect you, as in maybe they're doing this because there's a group of people around them, so they disrespect you. When in reality, you're there before these people. So you gotta learn, man, that there's gonna be a lot of people that, and the longer they make, like they past year, I known you for 2 years, 4 years. These people, it's like they're building a case against you, but the case is against your better judgment. You know what I'm saying? They're building a case against what you can deem unforgivable in the present. You know what I'm saying? So you have to learn, man, that when someone with intent disrespects you, you know, with intent does damage to you, your disrespects your character, things that should have been private and kept private made public. You got to look at that as that person. I've said this in my previous videos on the Live by the One Strike. A lot of people, and a lot of guys talk about females and relationships, but a lot of people look for an opportunity to escalate, as in they look for a way to increase what they can do to you. They're testing the waters. Okay, I disrespected him in public. Damn, well, what else can I do? And he let me get away with that. So what else can I do? You have to understand that once someone disrespects you with intent, and I mean, it's a harsh offense, you got to be able to walk away from that. You got to be able to walk away from that person. Now, a lot of people, when they tell you this process, they they make it internalize and externalize that you're walking away from that person versus you're protecting yourself. You're not walking away from that person. You're removing yourself from a situation, what I mean, a potentially dangerous situation. That's how you got to look at it. The biggest problem we have, a lot of people, is you always credit the person that did harm to you. Yo, I'm walking away from that person. I'm removing this person from my life. You see, in saying it with this process, you're giving them credit. You're making them more important than you as a priority. I'm removing myself from this person because that person is a danger to me. That person is, I don't like using this word, but that person is very toxic and dangerous for me. Notice you put me in front of it. You have to be able to place yourself as a priority. You left this relationship because it was a danger and harmful to you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to put you first, and then you'll be able to properly exit a relationship, be it a friendship, be it a romantic involvement. Once you can put yourself as a priority, then you can exit that situation in a far healthier way. Because you have to understand that person you allowed in your life, you allowed them to get closer to you because you didn't see them as a threat to your, self-preservation. So when you remove yourself and relieve yourself from a person that you deem toxic and dangerous to your well-being, you have to always say, I'm removing myself from this person. Notice, I'm removing myself. You're internalizing that. You're taking yourself out because your priority. You're prioritizing your existence and your safety and your well-being. You shouldn't be saying, "Well, I'm going to leave that person. I'm going to leave that person, this person, that person." Notice you're placing yourself secondary. You have to internalize and externalize that. You're relieving yourself of that person because that person is a threat to you. So you got to put yourself first in that, in the context and how you talk. I'm moving myself from this person, because a lot of people will try to capitalize on the past to relieve themselves and gain your forgiveness and for you to allow them another opportunity to backstab you. That's how it is. You have to not allow them to cash in that token of the past. You might have known this person for 10, 15, 20. You might have known this person your whole life. But you can't allow them to utilize the past they've spent with you as a token for forgiveness for their present actions. Because the thing is this, a lot of people, when they come into your life, because they always say this, people change. Yes, people do change, but the right people don't change. What I mean by the right people don't change is that their character and who they are doesn't alter, as in that person was trustworthy 10 years ago, still trustworthy 10 years later. You know, those aspects of a person shouldn't change. It's when a person starts deviating and changing from what you knew them for, that integrity, what I'm saying, that trust. When they start changing that aspect of who they are, then you got to look at that person as a stranger, because you no longer know this person. And when you don't know somebody, when you can internalize that, I no longer recognize this person based on their behavior, you can place yourself out of that situation and out of that relationship. The biggest issue a lot of people have when they break up a friendship, a romantic, a romantic relationship and all that, is that they can't internalize that that person is no longer the person they knew. That person is a stranger. And the reason I use the word stranger is that stranger, it's easier to leave a stranger. You don't know that person, So it's easier for you to mentally, grow, mentally bypass those issues you had. It's easier to let go of that person when they're a stranger. So what you got to do, you have to, when someone starts behaving in a way that doesn't fit their character, and why you allowed them to be a person you can say you trusted. You have to consider them a stranger. I no longer recognize this person. So since I don't recognize this person, man, they're not who I thought they were. They're not my friend. They're not my ally. They're not someone I could trust. Man, this is like a whole stranger. You know what I mean? It's easier for you to separate yourself from a stranger. So you have to give that person a label. You see, you call somebody friend, you give them that label because they've earned your trust. So you have to label a friend when they no longer fit that label as a stranger. You know, so you gotta look at it like this, man. And you're gonna have a lot of people in your life try to use the past relationship between you as a token to justify you forgiving them. And you have to understand, here's the thing, man. They train you, they want you to forgive and forget. They want you to forgive a lot of things because they want you to allow another opportunity so you can get harmed. Because they've been training you all these years to place yourself as secondary. And when you place yourself as secondary, it's easy for you to do things for people that benefit them. You know what I'm saying? That place them, be it a person, a corporation, a company. It's easy for you to look away from when they disrespect and betray you because you've been taught to forgive and forget. There are certain things you don't forgive. You know, when it's a threat to your survival, your character, and in all honesty, in society, your character is, a threat to your character, as in who you are as a person. Your reputation is basically a threat to your livelihood. So you have to be able to, when you remove when you end a friendship or relationship, you have to place yourself first. I left that person because they were a threat to who I am. I had to remove myself. Notice you place yourself first. Well, this has been Hold the Truth Hostage, where if the truth was so important, we wouldn't negotiate with lies. Peace.